Hey, what's up, everyone? I went to the range yesterday, and it kind of got me thinking. As some of you probably know, I'm a very frugal guy, so when I go to the range lately, I've been shooting a lot of 22. I've only shot a lot of 22, but especially now because I'm, cheap. So yesterday, I went to the range and brought some of this with me. Federal Auto Match 22 LR, 325 rounds. In the good old days, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I used to be able to get a box of this for about $16, $17. Now it's about 21 at Walmart. So I have lots of boxes of this, both from the old days and from now. Well, I was noticing a lot of issues with it. Lots of issues with it. I and they almost seem like issues I wasn't having before. I mean, it wasn't like flawless ammunition a few years ago, but I don't know if I got a bad batch or it's just the quality's down, but it kind of sucks. Um, Now, with that said, I want to show you what I mean. I went to the range with my Keltec P17 and my Ruger LCP 22LR light rack, and this is what happened. I'll let you read for yourself. Between the two guns, I fired 40 rounds of CCI Stingers, 100 rounds of CCI Minimags, and 140 rounds of Federal Automatch. I had no failures in the CCI Stingers, no failures in the CCI Minimags, and 14 failures in the Federal Automatch. I would say the 14 failures were both failures to feed and failures to extract. I didn't keep track of how many of each, but I would say roughly half and half. It was just awful. Um, it kind of makes me rethink things because this Federal Automatch is probably about maybe 6.5 cents a piece. So I tend to buy it when I see it. Now, lately at Walmart, where I usually pick it up the most, it's about, like I said, it's about $21 and change. I've been noticing that they have a lot of it. And I've also pretty happy because every once in a while I see some Stingers and some Mini Mags and CB shorts if you shoot 22 short. I got to tell you, I think that that might be my last box of Federal 22LR Automatch. And for that matter, sometimes I pick up other brands of 22 ammunition, and I think I'm pretty much done with those too. If I'm going to go to the range, I don't want to spend half my time clearing these malfunctions. I really don't. I mean, sure, I guess it's good to, as a drill, to practice, but yeah, I just don't want to. I just want to put the ammo in and shoot. And I just find that the CCI mini mags and the CCI stingers, and I haven't had them in a while, but the velocitors, they're just so reliable. Now, some of you might say, well, rimfire is not as reliable as centerfire. Sure, okay. But let me tell you, it's a hell of a lot closer to centerfire than a lot of these cheap brands of ammunition. And I got to tell you, I'm just kind of done with it. I'd rather pay the extra money. Last time I got these stingers, I believe they were about $8 for 50 rounds, so about 16 cents a round. And the mini mags were about $9.50 for 100 rounds, so about 9.5 cents. You know what? Take my money, please. I will gladly pay that money for the extra rounds. Uh, what I'm kind of curious about is if you, because I know I got a lot of Walmart shoppers out there, I'm pretty sure, and you're probably buying a lot of 22 LR. And I'm just wondering if you're finding that the 22 LR Federal Auto Match sucks. I didn't remember it being that bad before. I really don't. I don't, like I said, maybe it's a bad batch. I mean, I guess that's possible. I mean, the accuracy on it seemed fine. Well, that was well and good, but like I said, failures to extract and failures to feed, and those two guns, I mean, they did pretty well for me. I'm actually gonna have a follow up video on the P17 and like a range review on the LCP. I don't have any complaints on them, so I'm thinking it is in fact the Federal. And to be honest with you, last time I went to the range, I used the Federal in what was it? My barkeep, my Heritage barkeep, and it performed terribly. And I was thinking it might have been the gun that was doing it because I believe I just fired Federal. Now I want to take the barkeep out again and just load it up with CCI and see what the difference is because I'm thinking it probably wasn't the gun. So I think I might have been a little hasty in lowering my opinion on it because My other heritages, I don't think I've ever had any like light primer strikes or anything of that nature. So I have to double check that again. But I got to tell you, for those of you who are out there, I mean, I understand these are crappy times. Everything is rising in price. But if you're limiting your range time a little more than usual, like me, and you're not shooting as much of your center fire ammunition to save money, like me, I, one thing I'd splurge on is just basically not buy this garbage. Buy decent brands, buy decent ammunition because this stuff stinks. I am really unhappy with it. I also don't know if you remember this, but this used to actually come in a white box with pure white box, and it had like a black target rings on it, and it said the Federal Auto Match in red. They changed the look of the box. Um, yeah, I'm good. I'm totally fine. I don't think I'll be buying this anymore. Now, of course, I have several thousand rounds of this stuff in my house, which I guess will be backup to my backup to my backup. Although, like I said, a lot of it's kind of older, like 5, 6, 7 years old. So I'm thinking maybe the older ones weren't quite as bad. They're properly stored, so hopefully they still are. But as far as this stuff in these boxes right here, not buying this again. Even if Walmart has it even cheaper, just sticking to CCI. And if they don't have CCI and I do need ammo, which I really don't for 22 anyway, I would just get something else besides that. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. Just kind of praising CCI ammo and other decent brands and seeing if you're going to save your money. I don't think Federal ammo is the way. At least, well, actually, you know what? I don't want to disparage Federal ammo because I've used their like carry ammo, like HydroShocks and all that stuff. And I've also used a lot of Federal center fire ammo, and that was good. It's just the auto match, the Federal 22 LR. We can do better. All right, that's just enough for now. I just wanted to give you some numbers, show you what's going on, and share that with you. Do with it as you may. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon.